shouldn't even be here. At 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao is supposed to be enjoying retirement. Maybe training fighters, maybe commentating ringside. But instead, he's lacing the gloves back up for a fight that nobody asked for. But now that it's happening, nobody can look away. On July 19th, Pacquiao will face Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title, a belt that, if he wins, will break his own record as the oldest welterweight champion in history. But let's be honest, this isn't about belts. This is about whether one of the greatest to ever do it can turn back the clock one more time. And to understand Pacquiao's chances, we have to look at the handful of fighters who've done the impossible at a similar age. George Foreman knocked out Michael Moorer at 45 to become heavyweight champion again. But Foreman didn't jump straight into that title shot. After a full decade away from the sport, he rebuilt slowly, fighting regularly and stepping up competition gradually. Moorer, undefeated and in his prime at 26-0, held the WBA and IBF titles and was a 3-1 favorite. He was slick, fast, and thoroughly outboxing Foreman until round 10. That's when Foreman's legendary power got him out of jail. One right hand changed everything. Bernard Hopkins won a light heavyweight title at 46 and unified at 49 against Beibut Shumenov. That 2014 fight wasn't won with speed or strength. It was won with IQ and timing. Shumenov, a 14-1 WBA champion, came in a slight favorite. But Hopkins slowed the pace, disrupted rhythm, and turned the fight into a puzzle Shumenov couldn't solve. His style aged well, and he never let himself get out of shape. Pacquiao is different. His style was built on speed, bursts of offense, and sharp angles. Not single punch power like Foreman. Not defensive trickery like Hopkins. Pacquiao was all about energy, and that energy slows with age. After 3 years away from the ring, he's jumping straight back in with a fresh, active welterweight in Mario Barrios. Barrios isn't a Hall of Famer, but he's a live fighter. He's 30, tall for the weight, and has gone rounds with names like Gervonta Davis and Keith Thurman. And yes, it's worth pointing out, Barrios lost to Thurman, the same man Pacquiao beat in 2019 to break the welterweight age record. This isn't an exhibition. This is a real 12-round world title fight. And if Pacquiao wins, he'll break his own record at 46. So what gives him a shot? First of all, he's Manny Pacquiao. Even at 42, in his last fight against Yordenis Ugas, he still threw over 800 punches. He lost, but he didn't look finished. He looked rusty. And with elite fighters, sometimes the instincts last longer than expected. Pacquiao's timing, his footwork, his in-and-out rhythm, those tools may not be gone. But the question is, can he use them for 36 minutes? One thing in his favor is the moment. Pacquiao has always risen to the occasion. Barrios, while solid, has never shared a ring with a legend of this magnitude. Against Thurman and Davis, he showed defensive flaws. That could be all Pacquiao needs. Stylistically, Barrios might suit him. He's not a mover, not a spoiler. He likes mid-range exchanges. That could allow Pacquiao to find his rhythm. But still, it's a steep climb. Legs are the first to go, and Pacquiao's legs were his foundation. If they faded, his ability to create angles and dart in and out disappears with them. And then there's the chin. Time is cruel in boxing. If Barrios lands clean, we'll find out fast how much Pacquiao has left in the tank. People will compare this to Foreman and Hopkins, and fair enough. But those men adjusted their styles for longevity. Pacquiao never has. He's always fought the same way: fast, aggressive, explosive. That might be the key to his greatness and his biggest risk. But win or lose, this fight is another chapter in an unmatched career. And the fact that we're still talking about Pacquiao in a real title fight at 46 says everything about who he is. Whether he can shock the world again, or whether time finally catches up, we're about to find out. Hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment.